Good day and welcome to the news on the hour. I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. President Bola Tinubu has expressed Nigeria's readiness to represent Africa in the United Nations Security Council. President Tinubu disclosed this on Monday at the 19th G20 Leaders Summit opening session in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, calling on the Council to reflect global diversity by allocating 2 permanent seats to Africa as Nigeria stands ready and willing to serve as a representative of Africa. President Tinubu also lauded the Brazilian leader Lula da Silva for championing the creation of the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty, stating that it is a bold and visionary step in addressing the persistent challenges of hunger and poverty across the world. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetukun, has urged Nigerians to refrain from using social media to report the conduct of police officers, but to direct such complaints to the Police Complaints Response Unit. Speaking at the PPROs and Police Communication Experts Conference in Asaba, Delta State on Monday, the Inspector General emphasized that the use of social media to address grievances often leads to misinformation and undermines the integrity of the police. IGP Egbetukun stressed that the Police Complaints Response Unit provides a more structured and accountable process for addressing complaints. He noted that the police consider the media as a critical partner in promoting transparency and accountability within the police force, but however cautioned against unverified information. The Nigerian Air Force announced on Monday that airstrikes conducted by the air component of Operation Fasonyama killed several terrorists in Niger State. The operation also targeted strategic arms depot and the residence of a notorious kingpin, Malam Saleh. Saleh's reign of terror had plagued vulnerable communities in Shiroro with attacks, abductions, and extortion, leaving a trail of fear. The Nigerian Air Force Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Lushola Akimboyewa, reaffirmed the force's commitment to protect innocent lives and provision of adequate security, stating that the force will maintain dominance over terrorists through constant patrols, situational awareness, and targeted interdictions. The Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency Delta State Command has confirmed the release of its kidnapped officers who were abducted on Thursday night, some distance away from the head office of the agency located off the Issa Ogwashiuku Road and Nyocha South local government area of Delta State. The officers were kidnapped by hoodlums who laid ambush for them at the close of work around 8 p.m. The spokesperson for the state command, Mr. John Kennedy, disclosed that the officers were released on Sunday night and applauded other agencies' efforts that resulted in the release of the officers. There has been no official statement as to whether or not ransoms were paid for the officers' freedom. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has warned electricity distribution companies not to forcefully migrate customers with faulty meters into the estimated billing regime. It also ordered the distribution companies to replace obsolete prepaid meters for their customers free of charge, adding that according to the Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry Act, it is the responsibility of distribution companies to replace faulty and outdated prepaid meters for their customers. The Commission reaffirmed its commitment to protect customers' interests and rights by ensuring compliance with established regulatory standards and enforcing regulatory penalties for non-compliance by its licensees. 25 persons have been confirmed dead as a result of cholera outbreak in 3 local government areas of Sokoto State. The State Commissioner for Health, Ashabe Balarabe, disclosed this on Monday, noting that 15 other active cases from Sokoto North, Silame, and Kiwari local government areas have been treated. The 15 cases were diagnosed through laboratory tests based on culture and sensitivity and were confirmed to be active cases of cholera outbreak. The commissioner further stated that 1,000 160 people have been affected by the outbreak, and rescue teams are collaborating with the state government to manage and forestall further spread of the dreaded disease. And now to foreign news. United States President Joe Biden has lifted restrictions on Ukraine on the use of long-range missiles, which means Ukrainian forces may fire American-made missiles inside Russian territory for the first time. The move, which comes few weeks before Biden leaves office, has angered Russia, which accused the U.S. of escalating tensions. Russia says this decision would inadvertently bring about the U.S. involvement in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. The White House is yet to make a statement with regards to this allegation. However, Donald Trump repeatedly pledged during his campaign to negotiate an end to the Ukraine war. The United States President-elect Donald Trump has confirmed he is prepared to declare a national emergency and use military assets to fulfill his 2024 election campaign promise to carry out mass deportations. Trump plans to fulfill his campaign promise to conduct the largest deportation operation in the U.S. history, which spurred condemnation from rights advocates and has raised questions about the feasibility and limits of Trump's power as president to remove millions of undocumented immigrants from the country. The Republican president-elect is likely to face a mountain of legal challenges. However, he proceeds with the deportation enforcement. Abdurrahman Mohamed Abdullahi, leader of Somaliland's opposition, has been elected president of the breakaway region of Somalia. Abdullahi received 64% of the votes, beating incumbent President Muse Bihi Abdi, who trailed with 35% of votes. Both candidates had campaigned with promises of resuscitating an ailing economy and revive efforts to gain international recognition for Somaliland. Somaliland, which declared independence in 1991 as Somalia descended into conflict, has built a stable political environment in sharp contrast to Somalia's security struggles. The self-proclaimed republic sustains its own government, currency, and security structures. However, it is not recognized by any country in the world, restricting access to international finance and the ability for its 6 million citizens to travel. And that's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.